Okay Mr. Beast, next video idea. Give 1000 people with projectile dysfunction donors for the first time. 1000 deaf people hear sound for the first time. Wait, when they bury someone with implants, is there a point in the decomposition process where there's just a skeleton with huge babs? Welcome to Fact or Cap. Today we are doing an unboxing video. Listen up, team. I'm sending you on Earth, but without wings. So no one suspects you are angels. I saw an angel eat a child. Am I the asshole for telling my sister grieving her dog is not the same as me grieving my husband? Info, was she ducking the dog? If you're not sure, ask her next time she compares your losses. Your response is completely inappropriate. You could have used different words to get your point across. Was she ducking the canine? I've been a naughty turtle, haven't I? Ability to telekinetically make other people dart really loud anytime you wanted them to, during a speech, teaching a class, preaching a funeral, etc. And sulfur rotten egg farts that make you panic. Imagine the possibilities. Maybe you're getting lectured by a Karen at Publix because you went the wrong way down an aisle, and she rips a 30-second juicy Del dart so loud that a can of tuna fell off the shelf behind her. So vile the building had to be evacuated. Karen loses all credibility. What the duck? Woman claims she was virtually raped in Meta VR platform metaverse. I was once told, after going 2-17 on a Bulk Ops 2 Delt match, that the child sleeve worker who made my Xbox 360 controller would have thrown himself out the window if he knew just how badly I was using it. That was 6 years ago, and I still can't forget that. We really used to beat our meat in the back of class. LMROOO, we was crazy. Remember when we would all go in a circle and see who could nut the fastest, and the last one to nut would drink all of our nut? What's the worst thing you can say in an elevator full of people? True story, my mom and dad were in a crowded elevator while my mom was very obviously pregnant to the point of bursting. I guess she looks at my dad and says, "When are you going to tell your wife about me? My parents are happily married. She was just pranking him." My dad said it was the longest elevator ride of his life. What's your issue with the Ground Zero Memorial? It's been 20 ducking years. Put something positive in that space, like sorry it happened. But 2 decades is a long time to still be memorializing something a growing chunk of the country wasn't alive or aware for. You right, it's been 80 plus years since Auschwitz. It's about time we get a Disneyland Poland. An A2 stock will store over twice as many M&Ms as a SODMAD stock. For some people this is important information. Americans will do anything to smuggle snacks into movie theaters. New chain. Nick got barnacles on his sheep. To me, it looks like she ruined his awesome. You are supposed to loosen the grip and be a bit more gentle during the climax, because the head becomes extremely sensitive. The lower hand should gently feather the balls and taint, while the upper continues to stroke gently. Do that, and his cram will hit the ceiling. Nick's got a PhD in clock. Duck, this comment killed me. A game that will look just as good 20 years from now. Shadow of Mordor, 2014. Gotham, 2023. Damn no way. I'll take the 9-year-old for $60. Just like how punctuation saves lives, proofreading keeps you out of prison. Did Darwin off himself to smash Carrie? Help? I told you Darwin, you can't handle. That was all work catty. This room used to be occupied by the previous owner's teenage, 13 male, son. Apparently it's a load-bearing wall. An angel crying at the cradle of the aborted child he was to guard. Well, he didn't guard it very well then. Tagline. Okay. Who ate the last baby? They just taking the one PS5 room to room. You walk in a room to find that the only way to escape is by writing a name of a real person on a piece of paper. This will kill that person. Ma'am, you only need to write one name. Sir, stop that. I said stop. You can't write your own name. When in 18, I'm literally starting an OnlyFans. I'm so ducking broke. You don't legally know this information. It's not gonna work if you're not fairly heat, and since you are on Reddit, I highly doubt it. Bro chose violence. All I can say is I done my part last night and she thoroughly enjoyed herself. Way to go above and beyond for Mother's Day, bro. That's wild. I just got my mum flowers. You can only take one dog home. It really depends on what are we allowed to do with them. What life-changing item can you buy for less than $100? Heroin. Edit. You just said life-changing. It doesn't need to be a good thing. When you make a joke in front of your psychologist, and instead of laughing, she starts writing it down. I just started therapy last week, and duck me, if this exact thing didn't happen to me. I thought I was being funny. She took notes, and said that's not a healthy way of dealing with trauma. Shake my head. Would you prefer I stabbed someone? Sometimes when I used to drive for Uber, I'd roofie the water I gave my passengers during surge pricing. Let me finish. Only so they'd be out of it, and I could drive around for a long time and rack up a big fare to make money to pay for my mom's answer treatment and duck them. Replace any word in a movie title with the word pens. Are you challenging me? Honey, I Shrunk the Pens. People who have had sex with someone with a disability of some sorts. What was different about that experience? I'm disabled and have fainted during sex due to a heart condition. My partner thought he killed me. Damn, I'm good. I should call 911. 911, what is your emergency? I ducked her to death. I don't know how, but I did it. 31-year-old Connecticut lunch lady arrested after having sex with 14-year-old boy and sending him needs. Well, doesn't look like he suffered. If you eat 15,000 calories in a day, you get $1 billion. How do you get it done? Kid named 15,000 calories. Stop. Scariest shut to ever exist. I fear no man. But that thing. It scares me. I've done it. I misclicked and sent Guy Pan to the 72-inch TV in the living room. It was brutal. No one ever spoke about it either, so I know it's really bad. My cousins was there. The way I would pop every spot into my mouth and savor every flavor of her cat oozing on my tongue. Damn, what the hell happened to Ice Spice? Netflix, are you still watching? Somebody's Son. I'm deaf. Legit needs subtitles. Hi def. I'm dad. Yeah. Sweet joke. You heard it before. If bro ever gets hungry, he's got 2 footlongs on the floor. Can cockroaches live in your pens? Absolutely. It's totally normal too. Usually over the course of a year, 5 to 10 cockroaches will crawl into your pen's hole while you are asleep. This is how they got the name Clockroach, and you won't notice a thing. The real question is, can you charge rent? How are gangbangs organized? Son, when 10 people love each other very much. Probably an absolute beast at denying war chimes. I was adopted and recently found my birth mom, and it's weird how much we have in common despite me being raised entirely separate and different from her. You're going to want to duck her. Look up genetics lecture attraction. Although most sources say it's anecdotal, I legitimately know of 2 instances of it happening. What the duck, dude? Domestic violence. How rough she likes it. If she ain't talking then we obviously ain't stopping. Well yeah. Give her some credit. She doesn't even know mama and dada yet. What's most down bad thing you'll ever done? Be honest. At my grandma's funeral, I started to get so honey. So I asked my family to step out so I could have a few last words, and when they left I started feeling on her babs. The mother duckers was so squishy, and I was imagining her going down on me, bro. I came in like 2 minutes. Rest in peace, Grams. Daddy, why are her bests so shiny? I don't care. If Nicki Minaj was my biological sister, that still wouldn't stop me from touching myself to her. She's too fine. You're missing the point. I'm just saying she's fine as duck. No one. Sweden. Sweden has recognized sex as a sport and is preparing the world's first championship in it. As long as they don't start training kids for this sport by older coaches. Photographer has been capturing gingers around the world for 7 years and says it's not just about hair. 15 pics. Scotland. Jamaica. Are they going to let them go? 7 years is a long time to capture anyone, even gingers. Holding and hugging and squeezing a boy so hard he can't even breathe, and then kissing him and telling him I love him and hugging him into my chest and loving him and squeezing him and man, to be that boy. Shove a bishop up your ace. Where is my family? I forgot to do Spanish yesterday and I can't find them. Duo, what did you do? Ask me in Japanese. Called me ugly in 7th grade. Now look at you. In my unread message. What if they in your reads trying to call you ugly again? What is a quick way to relieve a headache? Decapitation. I don't know. There are a lot of people who give me a headache. This could take a while. Bill Nye ducked my mom in college. Bill. Say my name, baby. Your mom. Bill. Bill Nye between my thighs. What the duck does this mean? The Empire Strikes Back. I don't think incest is bad, as long as you don't breed. That's when problems start happening. Tell me this is a joke. Do you get angry when people are ducking each other when nobody is harmed or bothered by them? As long as they don't advertise all the shit they do in the bedroom, I do not care. Are you a chord? Because I see major potential in us. I only have music riz. Unfortunately she is A minor. Nigg, we almost died right now, and you honey. Imagine all the tights that was bouncing during the earthquake. What Among Us move do you do that gets this kind of reaction? Running over a family of 4 in my Sudan going 50 miles above the listed speed limit. Bro. What do we call this thing? I also have this, and I wanna know what is it. Throat bulge. I've only had it once. I see what you did there. The strongest professional gamer trying to defeat the weakest gamer who play for fun. I have played competitive games for 25 years, ranging from StarCraft 1 to Counter-Strike. I still can't beat my husband at Mario Kart, even while he is distracted getting his loins clicked. Some casual gamers are just built different. I think it's the spaghettious or grundle meat diet. It really highlights the human limits of hand-eye coordination. Amazing. What really blows your mind is when you put one linger each hole and pinch them together. It's paper thin. When you do that move, the girl takes a screenshot. I love what you guys are doing. Keep up the good work, JEW. Thank you, but please refrain from using that acronym. Our organization's name is Journalist Excellence Worldwide. I understand. My middle name is Kevin. I also understand. My middle names are Anderson Peterson. This is the solution to honey posting. Oh please bash my brains in daddy. What? From 1 to 10. How recess are you? How recess are you? 10. Because I'm Asian. Full mark or nothing. What was the incident at your high school? My school has a kid nicknamed the study hall stroker. Self-explanatory. We called ours the cluster beta. If size doesn't matter, why are there no 3-inch dodos? Aren't those for kids? I wish I had a flat chest. I don't want babbies. Time to trim them. Tighty haircut. I love this girl so much. She's so perfect in every way. I honestly think I've found the one for me forever. I want to marry her so badly. I want my life to revolve around her very being. Worshipping her every move and direction. I love her so much. I love my girl. Brother's about to get the most insane gym motivation. What's the biggest mistake you've made because you were honey jacked off to my crush house on Google Maps? London may have more money and Vienna more culture. Rome may have more history and Paris more style. But Glasgow has the biggest heart. My gran got stabbed in Glasgow. A guy had diarrhea and took a shit in the girl's bathroom. But then the shit was too solid, I don't know what other word to use, so it wouldn't flush, and as he came out of the bathroom, he realized he was in the wrong one. So he raced to the boys' toilet and, according to the boys, he shut it in every single ducking stall. I don't know if it was during the same period of time or if he just kept coming back to use a different stall each time as he had absolutely flooded the other ones with his crap. All of this happened before our final English exam, which he didn't end up taking as he went to the nurse's office and peeped in there as well. Bro was on a mission. An absolute situation. Having a dog on Christmas is just the best thing ever. Turkey and ham myself, but whatever gets you through. A female-led Fast and Furious spin-off is officially in the works. Plot: a gang of female drivers has to keep stealing cars to replace the ones they crash while trying to parallel park. Referring to your pet as only my roommate. What's something your roommate does? My roommate crawls into bed with me and my girlfriend at night thinking we won't notice. Men, do you genuinely want to be woken in the middle of the night for blowjobs? It isn't the worst way to wake up. Personally, I have a hard time getting back to sleep, so I prefer to get woken up with a blowjob when it is time to get up. Glad I know how to wake you up now. Mom, I told you to stop stalking my Reddit account. Is tocine a good source of protein for bodybuilding? I repopulate 2 times a day, and since I've started going to the gym, I was wondering if I should use that tocine in my protein smoothies instead of wasting. Eat your young. Yes. Found out a guy I had been friends with since 1991 was into child porn. It rocked my world. It rocked my world. There's gotta be another way to say this. What guys actually want? I just want to be happy. Bro, remember you have mom and dad, which is an eternal gift for your world. Smile for that. I don't have mom or a dad. Lol. Yeah, I'm like a poor version of Batman. Men of Reddit, what is something women hate about their bodies that you actually love? After reading this thread, men want stomach chub, thick thighs, small breasts, broad shoulders, big bet, and imperfect teeth. Danny DeVito. The perfect woman is Danny DeVito. And she has a sense of humor and a monster dog. Oh, wait. Thanks, I hate Monopoly. I don't know how I can pay my rent. Unbuttons blouse. Oh, I think there's a way. Unzips pants. Everyone else playing Monopoly. I miss family game night. Me in real life. If you ever forget a girl's name on a date, just call her Muhammad. It's statistically the most popular name in the world, so you'll more likely be right. No need to thank me for the life hack. Yay, I dated a girl once and forgotten her name. All I knew was that her name rhymes with a part of the female anatomy, so I called her Mulva. Regina? What was the big incident at your high school? I took down 9 guys alone. It's true. I was on the bed too. When I finally get around to reading my brother's Seaside letter and he finally tells me where he hid my DS. Wait until you find out where he hid the DS stylus pen. That, you need to stop the cremation right now. Seaside doesn't take the pain away. It passes it to someone else. Double it and give it to the next person. Duck Muslims. Really? Total piece of shit. I mean, zero elasticity and tears so badly. Also wrinkles like shit. This is bad mentality. Not all of them are bad. Do one thing. Just keep distance yourself from social media and TV debates for a week. And then think about this tweet. She's talking about a fabric. How Americans see Mount Rushmore. How Canadians see Mount Rushmore. Mount Dumpmore. Guess they really didn't want to have to raise her kids. Or she's enslaved 6 men to be used as her own personal breeding fodder to bring more spawns into the world. In my grandfather's time, 1900 to 1993, We went from an agrarian horse and buggy society to having space shuttles and Space and Jurassic Park in the theaters. In my time so far, we've gone from people snorting cocaine in discos to being able to watch Majid Pan on my phone. I feel like the advances in my lifetime haven't been as impressive. Then you, my friend, have not seen the right Majid Pan on your phone yet. My 7th grade maths teacher taught me a cool percentage trick in which 64% becomes 87% after you let him take a picture of you naked. I only got 3 additional percent. It's because you didn't stop crying. I was so touched, I couldn't hold that in. Just last night I watched an interview with Delarice. She told a story about walking into a glass door, which broke in half, rather than shattered completely, and folded over in front of her. She fell on it, and it sliced her torso. She couldn't get traction, because there were chunks of glass on the hard floor under her hands and feet. So, as she struggled to get up off the glass, her hands and feet kept sliding, and she was essentially sawing herself in half. You can see the interview here. He's been described as having fish-like genitals. Ike. What the duck does that even mean? Stubby, covered in rot, mucus, and sloughing of the skin. Imagine a normal penis, if you will, but with nothing but foreskin. Covered in scabs, slimy inside and out, squishy like yogurt, but that yogurt is infected meat and the cream oozing out of it is an unholy mixture of smegma, cram, and pores. Like a Boston cream that's crusty and flaky, ready to burst with sewage and smells like the devil's skid mark. Edit. Let's make this the most awarded comment in Reddit history, because to hell with censor base. I wish I stopped reading 4 before I got to this.